Hi folks, back again, another video. Well, start off, to start with, as I always do, just to mention to all the nice, people that gave all the nice comments on the last video. Keith Horton, Matt Pedwell, Adore Endure, Luffy X, that's a new one, Bomber Harris 103 Harris, Super Bad Videos, Chris Smith, HXJ 1971, my old mate Paul Power, the Biscuit Man, Mike Croxon, Mark D of CRC Racing, Paul Robinson. I don't know you watch, mate. That's Neighbours. Paul Robinson. Don't you own the hotel on that Neighbours? Robert Sterling, Andrew Field, Barry Bakewell, Weston Ward, and Bernie Boy 66. Just thought I'd give you a lot of mention. You all left nice comments for me, so why not? Well, first of all, you remember I was on about the spray booth. It's finished. I've done it at last. I've actually got the fan at last, and I managed to finish making it. And it is working. I've done a test on it, and it's working alright. You will see it in this video. Well, I was telling you about the. I was cheesed off about the Chinese seller I bought it from, because he sold me it, and well, he never had it in stock. So I went to the other one, and it was the same bloke again, wasn't it, but a different name. Well, I left him negative feedback on this sale, on the old feedback thing, and then a couple of days afterwards, I had a text through, or a message on the eBay messages from this seller saying, can I alter me feedback to positive, if I changes it, if he gives me a refund. So, well, yeah. I thought, yeah, alright. So that's what I've done. I changed it to positive, and he's let me keep the fan for free. But what I put there, I mean, all I put was like, seller refunded due to late delivery, and let me keep item for free. So, that's fair enough, isn't it, I suppose. Anyway, let's get on with the old comments. At least I've got the spray booth finished, and you will see it. Danny's Diecast Disasters about the Triumph Herald. Great job, bud. Looks mint. Cool casting, and he loads of details on the bonnet. I don't know what detail. Oh, it must have been the grill, I suppose. John Andrew. About the Herald. This is all about the Herald now. Enjoyed this one immensely. Still hoping to see a better look of your work shed and the tools and items that I use in my restorations. Well, you will do in this video, mate. So that'll sort that out. It wasn't a very long tour, so I thought I'll put it in with this video here, because it's it's only a little shed here, it's like a little box I lives in here. There's not a lot of room in here, but everything's here what I need. So anyway, you'll see it in a minute. Jesus Gonzalez, Bob, there's something I want to send you. Take care, my friend. Keep doing those beautiful restorations. Yeah, I'm still waiting, mate. I'm looking forward to receiving it. It's going to be a surprise, because you haven't told me what it is. But yeah, I am keeping my eye open for it, mate. Scale Street Garage, cracking job as always. Oh, he says, remember to use a fan with a brushless motor. Well, I don't know what sort of fan it is. It just goes round and makes a noise and sucks the stuff out. I don't know. It's a bathroom fan, so good enough. It works anyways. I'm not spraying directly. You'll see that when I show you the booth in a minute. The spray's not going directly into the fan anyway, so it ain't like I'm spraying right into the fan. It's the way I've set it up. Tony Dowling, good price. Oh, that's the Herald, because I got the Herald cheap and I only paid $5 for it. And a nice restoration. He thought I was going away or something. Nice to hear that you're not going away anywhere soon, because that's probably because I mentioned, like he says, that I was running out of cards. Then I would have been, at a bit of a loss, I suppose. Then I wouldn't have been able to do any videos. But I've got quite a few now. What you guys have sent me. Beautiful finish on both. I don't know if you do it intentionally, but you do make me laugh. I don't know how. Breathing apparatus, pre-health and safety. Oh, unless you think when I was doing the old caustic soda, I suppose, when I was saying about I don't use any protection and all that. However, like, I do wear a mask when I'm doing my spraying because you do get the smell of it still. But I mean, within a few seconds it's gone, like, you know. But it's just when you're actually spraying. So I have got a proper mask to wear for that. Because it do choke you up a bit, the smell of car paint, doesn't it? But it does go right away, like, you know, once you stop spraying. So the old fan must be working. Martin Dare. Hi Bob, I'd like to say thanks for giving me a shout out. No worries, mate. Harold came out great. HK Monaro, another ripper Bob. I got myself the best resto page on YouTube. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, look at Marty, and look how many subscribers he's got, over 100,000. But and he gets fan mail as well, you know. I mean, he's a celebrity now. Didn't you know that? Yeah, right. Fan mail, come on. It's going a bit far, that, isn't it? You know, subscribers, I mean, it's only because people like watching the channel. I mean, it doesn't mean you're a celebrity, does it, really? It might be in Australia, I suppose, I don't know. But he does do good stuff. He's just done one now. He does a lot for charity, so got to give him that. So, you know, that's up to you if he wants to, you know, call it fan mail, whatever, you know. Brian Stovers, good job, Bob. You've had a shave. Yeah, and I've had a shave again. Gaza P. Oh yeah, I've got the cars, Gaz. I'm just waiting for parts ready for them. But they will be sorted out. Ian Hulley. Oh yeah, he's sent me quite a few things. He's sent me some Dinky Anderson stuff. So look out for that. It's something different what he sent me. Hark the Herald Angels sing. Glory to the newborn king of restorations. This one turned out to be a true triumph. Glad you're going to be able to do winter restos. Yeah, but I won't be over the Christmas, guys, because I mean, you know, you've got to give me a bit of a break getting home. When it gets Christmas sort of time, I shan't be out here very much. In that time, I'll be indoors having a drink. You know, I mean, you know, you got to give me a break over the Christmas, over that sort of holiday time. But after Christmas, after the New Year, I'll be back up, you know, doing some more. I might pop out in between that and then film the odd bit and then put it up on after the New Year, after, you know, New Year sort of thing. Pendulum Effect, certainly I'm a subscriber from the Isle of Harris. Oh, he and his 8-year-old boy, that he's getting into doing all the old restorations, like, and they're going to post a video. And I said to him, like, you know, I said, well, it's better than, you know, letting them get on the old computers and that, and getting square eyes on tablets and phones and playing games all the time. It's a bit more, you know, use your brain, your nonce a bit more, innit? And he's going to post his first attempt or something on YouTube, so I'm looking forward to seeing that, mate. What you and your little lads done. More on Brandon. Brilliant as usual, Bob. Lovely work. Thanks, mate. And this is Tommy Flynat now on the Griffo. He got a mint Griffo in blue, and he thought something was not right with it. And it's a colour, and he says it, you know, looks a lot better in yellow. I think it does, actually. He's on about the doors was a pest here. He's a bloody pest there, a pain in the ass to get off. But I mean, it is worth doing it like that, because then when you put it back, you don't get no chips or anything like that. You know, you let them dry in that properly, put them back in, and it's perfect. Then they all shut nice and everything. So it is worth taking the doors off to spray it. Plus, you can spray the old thing easier than doing it like that. Sir Squally Wally, he's in the USA. He just a tidying up. Looks fabulous factory to me. ISO is very nice. Wheels are cool. Reminds me of a Corvette in the USA. Yeah, I suppose it does look like a Corvette, I suppose. Jeff Baker on the Griffo. Great job on both models. Especially the colours. Yeah, the colours were alright. I mean, I was surprised that little tipper truck, I got it up there, little tipper truck come out like it did. Because I wasn't really too bothered about that one. The Alan Saxon, the Griffo looks crash hot in yellow, actually. Both restos turned out rather well. Yeah, they did. Gotta admit, the truck turned out alright. As for the shout out at the beginning of each vlog, it's part and parcel of your channel, bringing yourself and your subscribers together. Don't change a thing, mate. Well, no, I don't intend to, unless you lot gets fed up with me yakking on like I am now. Because sometimes it comes out with a load of rubbish, like, you know, a load of old dribble, you know, Devonshire dribble, as they call it, Devonshire dumpling dribble. But, you know, I'll keep yapping, and I mean, I don't mind having any chat to you all. You know, I suppose he's right there saying that. Brings us closer together, I suppose, in a way, doesn't it? Instead of like being like a nobody face, I suppose. Tim's in it. Beautiful job on the Griffo. Those wheels make it. Yeah, they wheels up. I buy them from boot sales off of like cheap plastic kiddie cars. You know, pay, I don't know, 50p for a couple of cars, but only looks out for the wheels and then bangs them off and puts them on. You know, because a lot of the wheels is pretty good. Better than paying through the nose for them. Toys and Wheels, nice piece. The yellow was meant for that car. Toys and Wheels, yeah, he goes around the old flea markets and he gets some bloody good stuff, and I think he's in Canada, somewhere like that, and he gets some good stuff. I mean, some of it don't need restoring or anything. I don't know how he does it. I don't know what he pays for all this gear, but he does get good stuff. John Moore, love the yellow paint on the Griffo. You've done it again, Bob. Pleasure to watch and listen to you. Look forward to your next one. Right. Camper van detector man. Another great job. Cheers, mate. Lee Jackson, good stuff. About to do his own channel or something. Oh, he's got a place or a channel called Diecast Fixer Uppers on Facebook. Well, I'm not into Facebook anyway, so I wouldn't know. So unless you put anything on YouTube, mate, you know, I wouldn't sort of see it. He's done about 10 restorations, he said, customising and restoration and all that. And he wants to show his work, but you have to put it on YouTube because I don't get involved with Facebook. Never liked it. Pimp My Diecast. Griffo's awesome, didn't know Corgi did one. Proper pornographic car. Stanley Moore, he loved the comment when I said, when I was sticking that truck together with that glue, and I said it sticks like shit to a blanket. It just come out. I hope it didn't offend anybody, but I mean that's the way I talk, isn't it? You know, like when he comes down from down here, he says things like that. It just comes out like, you know, off the cuff, you know. I can't help it. Jeff Miller again. Hey Bob, car turned out just great. Oh, he's made a little spray booth out of an outer casing of a microwave. Well, I hope it's a big microwave, because I mean they can't see a lot of room in that. I mean mine's small, but I suppose yeah, it's a good idea. And he got a ceiling fan he uses for his. It sucks the air through some old air conducting. Yeah, well, why not? If you make one up, mate, it's a lot cheaper than buying the proper, you know, made ones. John Blackburn, fabulous looking car, Bob. Your videos are spellbinding. Can't stop watching when I start. Very, very down to earth, no messing and honest restorations. Who cares about the rattle cans if you're getting results like this? Yes, rattle cans is alright, mate, I tell you. Everybody, I mean, I know a lot of you like to do air guns and all this stuff, but I can't be asked with cleaning all that stuff out, you know. Just use a can of paint and spray it on and done, innit? Chuck the can away when he's empty. Go and get another one, only about £3 down Trago. 2.5, £3. I mean, it's a big can of lacquer. I'll show you that. I've got a big can of lacquer here, look. That there, 25% free down Trago, £2.75. Goes on forever. So why bother with, you know, cleaning air guns out? Nah, can't be asked with that, mate. Graham Guthrie. Another great job there. You can remember it from his childhood. He wants to know about the things I owed me when I'm spraying something. What I use to hold stuff, like, you know. Well, I use these. All it is like a paintbrush thing, that, and a crocodile clip on the end, screwed on the end, and that's ideal. You use A, and I uses the if I can find him a minute. I use one of these here. I've got two of these. It's like same as Marty's Matchbox makeovers. Really, he uses them. Forceps, but get the old stainless steel ones because the other, all these cheap ones is crap. These here is alright. But if you buy any cheap versions, they're rubbish. Like, you know, not worth wasting the money on. Stainless steel you've got to get. Matchbox Resurrection. Good job, Bob. Two-tone paint can be a pain. Yeah, you're right, mate. It can, but you know, like he says, when it comes out good, it's worth it. It's worth doing it. Miniature Mini 7. Hi, Bob. Nice to see a simple restoration of yours. It came out marvellous. Look forward to seeing the paint booth. Well, you will in a minute. Oh, he wants a sneak preview of how many die-cast collections, or how many I've got in the collection and all that. Well, I have done a few videos before of stuff I've got, but I know I have got to do an update. But not at the moment. I'm going to wait until I've done a few more things first. I want to stick to the restorations for now, and then maybe I'll do it like around Christmas time, you know, for the new year, sort of, you know, and then show you in the new year what I did in 2019 or something like that, you know. So when it's like 2020 after the New Year's celebrations, I could do a little video there about it or something. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? I might do that. Those restorations what I've done, I'll just go back over and show you the stuff. Like, yeah, I could do that actually, folks. Robert Garrett on about the blue on the old Herald, good match and all that. Yeah, it was a good match. I was surprised I found that colour. Demir's Man Peter, fantastic looking restoration of superb model, no nonsense work. Glenn Stimson, hello Bob. Caustic soda from Wilco is good. Well, all caustic soda, most of it is. I mean, I did buy a cheap version some while back now, and I poured it in hot water, didn't do nothing. So I thought, what a waste of money that was. And I didn't buy that make again, because when you pour it in hot water, or when you sprinkle it in the hot water, not pour it out, be everywhere. But when you sprinkle it in, it should erupt really and pull the paint off. But this didn't do no reaction at all. So I don't know what it was. It might have been sugar, for all I know, in a false packet, because it didn't do anything. Alan Saxon's been catching up on me videos. He's on about the Triumph, looks brilliant and all that, lovely jubbly. He's playing catch up on me vlogs, he calls them. Scale model card guy channel, just very new channel, pretty cool stuff. He's a model builder, but that Corgi stuff looks on this. I looked at this guy's channel, scale model car guy channel, and he actually does moldings of cars, and he makes his own sort of shells and things like that. He's a pretty clever bloke. He's on about a 270 Bond car. He says, I'm very skilled, brother. Well, I don't know, there's not much skill needed in it really, just a bit of time and patience really. And you've got to enjoy it to a certain extent what you're doing, haven't you? I mean, it's no good doing it if you don't enjoy doing it. But anyway, that's enough yak for now. I don't really know what else I can say, you know. Just thanks to everybody for watching the videos. That's about it really. So nothing more to say. All I can say is this little video now is a little 233 Heinkel bubble car, and this one's been sent by Dave Alexander Platz. So thanks Dave for sending this little model to me. I hope I've done it proud. So we'll get on now. I'll say what I usually say. Without further ado, let's get on with it. So here we are then. This is a nice little model donated kindly by a guy called Dave. His YouTube name is Alexander Platz, and he's left me to decide what colour to do it. So it should be a quite easy restoration, this one. There's only one rivet, so let's get on and take this baby apart. Well, here we go. This is, as I said before, this has been kindly donated by one of my subscribers by the name of Alexander Platz. That's his YouTube name. In other words, Dave. And well, it's not in bad nick. It should be a quite easy job to do this one. The glass is a bit, you know, I might have to get my old Dremel on that with the polish. But apart from that, it looks pretty straightforward. Tyres, probably have to replace the tyres. They're a bit, yeah, they're a bit hard, so they'll have to be replaced. But there's only one rivet for this one. It just slots out. So we'll get on and take this one apart. Right, this is a chance to show you my new toy. This bench drill. I actually found this press. As you can see, my drill is not the best. The drill I've got on it, it's got a bit of play in it, as you can see. If I turn the camera up a bit, the press is alright. It's the actual drill. I've got a bit of play in this barrel, and if anybody out there knows how you can tighten these up to stop the play in it, please let me know. Because apart from that, this is a bloody good drill, and I don't use it for nothing else. So I've actually used it for me. You know, bench press drill. If you can see that, there's the old setup. It's not a bad looking thing. I've made a clamp for the top to hold the drill. The old drill works alright. And also, folks, as I told you, we'll be using the spray booth in this one, and I will show you that very soon. Sorry about all this disturbance. As you can see, there's the drill press. Not a bad old tool, but like I said, this is got a little bit of play in it. It moves slightly. I don't know if you can tighten them up, but that's alright. But it moves side to side slightly, that. But it's alright for some jobs, and some jobs it's not alright for. Now we've got the old, got a bit of shrapnel left there, but I'm going to try and prise this one off now. Give it a bit of so I can get rid of that bit of shrapnel there a minute. That might help it. Yeah, that's a bit there. Little bit there is holding on to it. Now it should come off now. Should come off quite easily now. There he goes. Just lifting up like that. And there's a little tab in the back, that, see, it just pulls out. God knows how you, oh, that wheel there, how the hell do you get the tyre on that? I suppose you're going to push them springs straight up and get the old axle out for that. That's going to be a bugger. Yeah, the springs there. But how do, yeah, I can't see how you can get that out. That tyre. That's a bit of a puzzler. The only way is to part that and get the springs out, isn't it? I might just I might just forget about that one. There is another way I could do it. I could cut the actual tyre and then glue it back together. I think that would be the easiest way to put the tyre on there. I don't want to go through all taking all that out. Put a nice clean cut on the new tyre, put it on there, and then glue it back. I think that would be the best way for that to go. Because this is I've never even done one of these before, as I told you. So anyway, that looks alright. Let's get the whole interior right. That doesn't look too cool. That looks brand new. Look at that. And the old glass just pops out. You just got to put a hole in there. We've got to put a rivet in there, or a screw, whatever I use. I don't know yet. Yeah, that's the worst part. If you can see that, look at that. That's terrible. That is the worst part. It's going to take a lot of polishing with the old wheel, I think, to get that out. Get the worst of it out anyway. There's a lot of scratches there as well. But, you know, we'll deal with that when we get to it. Anyway, let's get this one stripped. Hi. Now, before we go any further on this bubble car restoration, it's a miserable day out here today. It's a bit raining, but I can still do some bits to it. A few of you have been asking about doing a little tour of my shed, so I'm going to venture inside there now, and I'll let you. There's not much to show, so that's why I've incorporated it in this video. So let's have a look. Right, so I've got my door open, got my heater on in there, no admittance. I just put that up there for a laugh, really. There's a hot seat, my little cushions, there's my fridge, and there's my doormat, which I just got today, for days like this when it's raining. Now I'm going to shut my doors up a little bit here. It's a bit blowy out there. It's blowing quite a bit of a gale out there. You might notice a difference in the light. Right, now this is what you've been waiting for. I'll take it you have anyway. This is the spray booth, and all it is it's just one of them bins, you know, what you can buy down. Whoa, I'll say it again. Trago. Who cares? It's just like one of them storage things, really. It's only a small little booth. It's good enough for what I want. I've got my mask there. I've got a double sort of breathing, proper professional breathing thing what somebody gave me a few years ago. Kind mechanic man, who I take my car to. And there's me bits box. I've got bits of taps and stuff in there. And there's me Stanley. Anyway, let's look at this spray booth. What I've done, I don't know if you noticed just now, I'll just show you again quickly. Outside here, I've got a vent, which I've installed in the shed, and I've got my pipe coming out of there, and it goes right down there to the actual filter. The fan. There's a fan inside the spray booth. I've got a couple of little LED lights in there, and there's something I'm spraying at the moment. There's a Hornet base plate there, what I sprayed up the other day in there. I've got a bit of polystyrene at the back to catch the overspray, and as you can see, it's come out pretty nice. So I leave my little stand in there, and I can spray quite easily in there with my mask on. You obviously still get the smell of the paint when you're spraying, but the actual fumes are well, virtually nil. I mean, once I've got my switch up the top there, look, and I'll switch it on so you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear that. That is on now. Very quiet. Switch it off. But yeah, I made that up myself. But the thing that took the time to come was that bloody fan. Some Chinese bloke. Took ages to come. And that was the main part of the actual build, really. But anyway, it's done now, so should be alright for the winter now. Just a bit of spray in here with my mask on. All I've got to do is shut that up. I've hinged the actual lid on. I've put hinges on the lid so I can just swing it open. So that's that. I've got all my rubbish over here. There's all my spray cans, all my different colours, all sorts of different colours. Up there I've got numerous different jars and odd tools here and there and bits and pieces. There's my pond filter. I don't know if you've seen the filter video, but my homemade pond filters, what I keep in reserve. More spray paint up here. That's the only thing with spray paint, if you're using it in cans, it does take up a lot of room, but you know, I'll find it easier using it. There's all my cleaning products. There's the pledge. That is Go Dust stuff. That is Go for screens. And well, there's a few other tools there. Like, I've got a thing for cleaning the gutters there. Like, I've got a car thing. Numerous other tools here. Soldering iron. Also, I picked that one there up in the boot cell. And I've fixed E to the wall using a couple of really strong brackets underneath, and it does work alright. Doesn't go anywhere. Very, very sturdy. Not much else to see really. There's my fire. I've got E on because it's a bit nippy in here today. Oh, there's Batman and the old Batmobile. I'll just kick me tripod. There's my kettle for boiling for me caustic soda. A few other odds and ends in there. It's not a very big shed. There's my fan for the old winter. A few models up there I picked up in the boot cell, and also there's a couple of subscribers models there. Tools here, bolts, nuts and bolts. The thing, somebody asked me about what I holds the actual models of when I spray them, when I'm spraying parts. Well, I told you on the comments, I think, I just use old paintbrush handles and crocodile clips like that. Just screw them on, and they're ideal for you know, when I put it to dry, like I clip it, I put it through there like that, and then I got the piece on the end and it dries. So that's all I do with that. Petroleum jelly, that's of course for going in the Batmobile on the springs and things like that. I've got a chipper field up there what somebody sent me. Nice guy from Cornwall, mate of mine, Brett, sent me that one. I've got to do that one in the future. I'm not going to do that at the moment because I've got loads of cars what you've all sent me to do. There's me Judge's light. Found that in the boot cell as well. I find everything in boot cells, I do. There's the bubble car, and there's a Hornet there I'm in the middle of. There's my cider. And there's the old, like I said, the old drill press. What I found, chucked away, where you throw your cans away in the supermarket shops, and somebody dumped a nice drill stand. And then under here, I just got my bin. There's all the parcels people sent me, and just odds and ends really. But like I say, it's not a very big shed. There's a few tools up there. Like, oh, there's the old tippy toppy truck, or what do they call it? And yeah, but this is my shed, so this is where I work. So like I said, not much to see. There's my tripod, look, and I've got my old plugs there, sockets. But like I said, not much to see really in here. It's not a very big, workspace, but it suits me. And now I've got my spray booth as well. Well, there ain't no stopping me, I should say, really. But yeah, so that's sorted out all your curious thoughts about what my little workspace is here. People wanted to see a little tour of the shed. Well, you've got it. There it is. It's not a very long tour. That's why I've included it in the actual bubble car video. So in the meantime, the bubble car, we've got to get back to that. So I've got to strip back now. So that means boiling my kettle. Okay, the old kettle's boiled. Let's put some hot water in here. I've actually put this thing in a vice here now because I don't want to put a lot of water in there because there's only a couple of little bits I've got to do. I've got my hornet boot that ain't quite cleaned off with the paint stripper in there. There's a few odd bits on there I need to take off, so I'll put that in with it. But this is, I only need a little bit for this bubble car. I gotta do it. Doesn't need a lot. I've already done the base plate. There wasn't a lot of paint on that base plate, and it actually came off with me multi-tools wheel, so I didn't need to put that in the old paint stripper. And I've actually found a way how you get that wheel out as well, the back wheel, so you don't have to cut the tyre. I thought it was a bit strange that you'd have to cut the tyre to get it out, and I've been pondering, and I looked at it and I thought, yeah, I know how you do it, and I'll show you that little trick when I put it back together. It's easier than what you think, actually. Look at this, lad. Why don't I use this all the time? I've got this paint stripper stuff, I'm going to throw it away. It's all gone mucky in the jar anyway now, so it's so quick with this caustic soda. It's just unbelievable how quick the paint comes off. Look at that, it's gone. Just a few little bits on the top, that. Just leave that for 4 minutes, and that'll be gone. So we'll get it polished up, and then we'll start deciding on the colour. And Dave, no doubt you're watching, we'll see if the colour you were thinking about is the same as what I choose. That's what you wanted to find out, wasn't it? So we'll get on with that now. Well, as you can see, guys, I've cleaned up all this now. It's all nicely ready for spraying. I've got it all screwed out. I've tapped it, and what I've used, I'll show you right now, is this here. I've actually made this one myself, because the thing I bought with a T-bar, well, it's too flimsy and fiddly for me to use. I can't get on with it. But this thing, all this is like one of them, manual drills, when you go like that, and I bought one of them donkeys years ago in a boot sale for about 2 or 3 quid, and it's been on the shelf doing nothing. So I've knocked it out, took the pin out and knocked out the chuck of it, and I've made a handle out of a bit of broom handle, put it on the end, and now I can use this for anything. Now I can just undo it, use it for screwdriver bits, or, well, anything. But it's a lot easier. You can get a lot more force with that, screwing into the actual thing like this, than what you can with a flimsy little T-bar is what you get. So that's a nice little tool that I made, especially for the job. But as you see, that's all ready to get sprayed up now. The glass has been cleaned. I actually used a bit of wet and dry on this, and I've got most of them chips out. I wet and dried it. I just spit on it and done it like that. Not with water, I just gobbed on it really, and just used the old wet and dry on it. Give it a good polish with the metal polish stuff after, the auto metal polish with my Dremel wheel, and then I give it a treatment in the pledge, and you got to say that's a lot better than what it was. That's come up a treat for what state that was in. There's the base plate. I've done that. I've sprayed that up. I just got to give this a bit of lacquer. But you're wondering what colour I suspect I'm going to do this car. Well, seeing it's got red seats, I've looked on the actual Google on the old internet, and a lot of the red seat ones, most of them is just white, or they're like a very light lilac colour. And most of the other ones, like the red and the blues and all those sort of colours, got yellow seats, and I didn't really want to go spoiling these seats by spraying them up. I'd rather leave them original, because they look quite good nick. So I've left the original, and this is the colour rose gold, and it's plastic coat, and it's got a very nice, it's going to go very close to the actual one of the colours I've seen. So I've chosen that, So I mean, if nobody likes it, then well, I've got a screw in this. I can always take this thing apart and do it again, but I'm going to see how it comes out anyway. So let's get on to the spray booth. Right, here we go. Just doing a bit of a dusting coat to start with, because it's this very funny paint. Let that go for a minute before I put any more on. Very funny paint to spray this is. Colour looks alright though. Right, what I was saying, I said to you, I found out how to get this wheel out. Well, it's quite simple. See these two, hang on, I'll zoom in slightly. These two pieces here, the wire, what you got to do is you got to get something under there. It's a bit fiddly, it's a fiddly old job to do. But if you can get something, if I get that up a bit with the tweezers slightly, I can get something under there. You've got to get something up. You need like free hands. It's one of them sort of things, you know, a free-handed job sort of thing. So hang on a minute. If I can prise that up slightly, there's hang on. I've got my tweezers under that there. I've got a gap. So what you've got to do, folks, I don't know how I've done that, but you got to get your axle in like that, get the wheel in there and thread it through. But it's so bloody fiddly. Once you get that, now I've got them through, so now I've got to get the other side up to push the rest of the axle through, if you see what I mean. But that's how you're meant to do it, I think. Oh, he's popped in there. That's right. He's popped in there like that. But that's what you got to do. You got to get in. You got to lift one of these up, push the axle through there, and then thread it through your wheel. And then, well, there you go. That he's on there. I ain't using no new tyres on this because I didn't have a set small enough for these hubs. So I cleaned up the old ones. They're not too bad. They're a bit hard, but you know, they'll be alright. Still goes alright, doesn't it? They ain't that bad, I suppose. Right, let's put these bits away a minute. Out the way, I don't need them anymore. Right then, the only other job is to put the rest of it in there. Put the glass in, which has come out very nice, I must say. Drop your glass in. Put your old seats in. And as I said, there's only one rivet for this one. Not happy with them seats over there laying, they look a bit twisted to me. I'm very fussy, that's the trouble, folks, I'm very fussy. You know me now. You know what I'm like. Old fuss ass. It's got to be, you know, it's got to be perfect. I ain't happy. If I ain't happy with it, I've got to open it up again and get it right. And I don't want to have to open it up again. What's that like? That's better. There. Right, and then you'll put your old tab in the back there. Drop it down. Put the old screw in there. I haven't got my screwdriver, so I'm gonna have to use that little bit I had just now. Oh bugger, I should get my screwdriver out really, but you know me, I'm lazy as well. I'm fussy and I'm lazy. The only thing I'm not lazy about is when it comes to doing these things, because I like them perfect. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's do it up with that. The only thing I'm lazy about is that sometimes, as I said, is when I've got tools put away and I've got to take them out again, I'll just fiddle about with anything to save opening a little box. That's how pathetic it is. There. Now, like I said, with these little chips here, I couldn't really get rid of them. That's the best I could do, and the back was the worst. But it's a lot better than it used to be. I mean, from a distance, you can't really notice it. So there's the colour, folks. Dave, I don't think you would have guessed this colour, would you? I think I beat you. Let me know in the comments what colour you chose. The only reason I went for this colour is because I've seen one and it's got red seats. Because like I said, a lot of the other ones, the other colours, has all got yellow seats, and I didn't really want to paint the seats. So that's why I went for this colour. So I reckon I beat you, Dave. I don't think you would have chosen that colour. Rose gold. Or, well, a very light lilac-y colour. So anyway, let's get the rest of this touched in now. All these bits, lights and stuff, what have you. And then take a final look on the old turntable and see what she looks like. Okay, so here's our little bubble car, what we started with. Kindly donated by, like I said, Dave, otherwise known as Alexander Platz, his YouTube alias. And not in too bad condition really, the glass was all there, just very grubby really, scratched. Glass was very scratched, just needed a nice tidy up. So anyway, this is how it looked before. And this is what it looks like now. I'd say that's a vast improvement. The colour isn't exactly the same as it was before, but I didn't really want to stray too much from the, you know, the very light pinky colour it was, because I didn't really want to change the seat colour. Because to do like a red or a blue version or anything else, it was, well, they all got yellow seats, so I wanted to keep the seats original really, because they were in good condition. So there you go. So if you enjoyed this video, join me again very soon for another video. Hope to see you all again soon, but for now it's bye bye from me.